So before I start, I got two tidbits of information to. So my script is kind of set up. I'll show you the setup, which is the second tidbit. But my script is set up a little bit above the camera for all you with OCD perfectionists out there. My eyes are, instead of going like this, they're gonna kind of be like this the whole time. So hopefully you can bear with that. But second thing is that I actually need to show you my setup for this video. I just feel I need to share this. So as you can tell, my professional setup is a tissue box that I was planning on using on the kitchen table that I'm using as my throne. The backdrop is a gray wall with a light switch, and I have a box of tape, the piece of paper I printed out, and a pot to put my phone on. So, yeah, we really doing it out here big on YouTube. So, I'm sorry if the backdrop's a little boring. I'll try and figure out what I can do for the next video, but I'll have music behind this, and maybe I'll drop like a fat Supreme or Bape logo somewhere over here so you have a little bit more aesthetically pleasing stuff to look at, so. Alright, so if anybody just so happened to finesse their way through the depths of these YouTube suggested videos, you might be here for the same reason as me. You've got some slight issues with clothes. Now, I mostly made this to express my quote-unquote problems with them, but I hope that at least some of you can relate. So before I begin, like and subscribe if at any point you enjoyed this. Short and sweet. My issue is quite broad. If you could use a word to describe it, it's not one specific thing, but, well, you'll see what I mean. So if you're anything like me, you like or enjoy clothes in some way, shape, or form. Whether it be that you like the look of it, the status symbol, or the smell of opening a new pair of shoes. Don't act like you don't, because we all do. But with that love becomes an intense desire. Well, maybe not intense, but almost an anxious feeling when you see clothes that you like. You can't really stop thinking about it. I know this sounds odd, but please bear with me. Take into account pretty much what made me start this. Kinda Seth Fowler, but also this. When I was bored at school sitting in the back of class, I checked Stockx, as you do when you have important assignments and studying to do. Alright, I find it more interesting than Spanish. So I take a peek at the Supreme section. Boom! A Supreme undercover shirt that I can buy right now for 60 bucks. Yes, that is a steal for you that do not wear Supreme. Okay, I say that like those who don't wear Supreme, but I don't wear Supreme either. I just want it, so let me just put that out. But hold up. Guess who told themselves they weren't gonna buy anything else after the last time they bought something? This fine young lad right here. You can't tell me no one feels like this. I mean, I really hope that other people feel like this. I really want it, but I literally can't buy it. I already spent all my money on other clothes, so now I can't just get it, but I really want it now, and it's just like the same cycle. I can't get it, but I know some way, there's gonna be a way that I'm gonna convince myself that it's okay to like break a promise I made with myself not to buy any more clothes. This is so hard to explain, but it really shouldn't be. It's almost like an addiction, and I say that in the least cringy way possible. Please take that as the least cringy way possible. It just sounded like it would fit. There was no really way to solve it than to buy the shirt, but that's not what you want to do. You want to save the money, and I realize that it's worse for older people who actually have responsibilities with their money, but still. To sum it up, you want some new clothes, and you don't want to spend money on them, because you've already spent too much, but the temptation is too high, and eventually you either give in, or you give up. Mostly for me, it was give in until I realized how much money I actually spent, which is kind of why I made it here.